Hey everybody, welcome back here to A Place to Heal. Wow, this year just like that. Can you believe it's already just 2 more weeks till Christmas? That's why I had to do it all up in red. And there's my effort for Christmas. So, I wanted to come to you today because since it's almost the end of the year, what ends up happening is everyone kind of stuffs themselves for the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, all the alcohol and the sweets and everything else. And then after the first of the year, everybody starts looking for something that they can do to get rid of all these toxins and all this junk that they ate and all this weight that they put on and everything else. And the first thing that they always head to is juicing. And when I first started out, I did a lot of juicing. And let me tell you, I know there's a lot of juicers out there. I know that. And I know that I'm probably going to get a lot of thumbs down for this video. I know that too. Don't care. So I'm here for the truth, not for the thumbs up. So one of the things that I did when I first started juicing was, I would throw all these juices in and, the more juices I make, the more nutrients I can get into my stomach. Of course, I'm not going to mention names. I watched all the movies and everything else for the juicing and followed all the juicers and everything else. And, I did that. As a matter of fact, I can take you into my kitchen right now and I own 4 juicers, 4 different kinds of juicers, centrifugal and Jack LaLanne and, you name it. I own it. So I'm a huge, I do love juicing, but I don't believe it's the end all beat all. And today I'm going to tell you a few little secrets because I get a lot of people that the first thing they do as soon as they get sick, it's like, I got to head for the juice because I'm going to get all these nutrients into my body with the juice and this is going to be great. And I'm going to go on a juice fast and I'm going to lose this weight. And okay, guys, so before you go out and spend money on a juicer, first of all, do your background and check on these juicers and ask questions, see which juicers work for you. I started out with a Jack LaLanne, which was very cheap. No, actually, let me back up even further than that. When I first started this, I was so broke that because I was paying doctors and hospitals and everything else, that I literally had to put everything in a blender, put it through, I kid you not, a nylon. I went to Walgreens and bought a pantyhose, and I would put my stuff through that and squeeze it out and drink it so that I can afford to get the juice in because I wanted to heal that badly. And then I progressed into going to Craigslist and I bought a Jack LaLanne, which never again. And I have a few Jack LaLannes hanging around the house. So if anybody can't afford a juicer, I'm just like, here, do it. In case it doesn't work out for you, you can just get rid of it, whatever. But they're pretty cheap. You can get them for like 40, 60 bucks on Craigslist and, and stuff like that. So then you can progress to some of the nicer ones that are easier to clean and everything else. So you can get online any day of the week and you're going to find juice recipes. There's thousands of websites with food recipes. Juice recipes. So I'm going to read you 3 of my absolute horrid favorites. These are just horrible. Okay, so don't go writing this down and going and doing it because this is what you do not want to put into your body. Okay, so the first one is called a power gulp. It's kale, grapes, cucumbers, and a Granny Smith apple. That's number 1. That's the least of the worst. The second runner-up is the antioxidant juice. It's kale, cucumbers, blueberries, strawberries, and mangoes. And the number 1 winner of the most horrible juice recipe I've seen out there is oranges, almonds, sweet potato, and apple. And that's supposed to help you recoup after a workout. Okay, so you're probably going, well, I don't really see what's wrong with these. Okay, so I get a lot of emails from people going, hey, I did the juicing, but it didn't work for me. I get really bloated and the juicing made it worse. I got a lot of gas and I didn't feel right and it made me feel sick. And I'm about to tell you why, because I did the exact same thing. I was making juices where I was throwing like 4, 5, 6 ingredients in there, and I was coming out with brown swamp water. And it was like, okay, I spent the money on all this fruits and all these vegetables. I'm going to drink it. I don't care what it tastes like. And I would just plug my nose and drink it because I was getting all these nutrients. But I learned along the way that juices should be as simple as humanly possible. Like they should only have 2 or 3 ingredients. You should not have like 15 ingredients in a juice. That's just not what you should do. So you should do like, 2 fruits and very simple. I'm going to teach you here in just a second. So these are a few secrets to juicing and why you're having all that bloating and why it's not working for you and why juicing is not healing you. Okay, so in the regular eating world, there's such a thing called food combining. Okay, I eat mono meals, which means that I don't ever mix foods together. Very rarely, like if I go out to eat, let's say at a restaurant or something, yes, I'll get a salad, but I'll always eat my salad first. I'll get rid of that plate. Then I'll wait a few minutes and then I'll eat my other meal or whatever. But I do not ever, that is one thing that I got rid of long ago, like 7 years ago, is putting a whole bunch of foods and combining a whole bunch of foods and eating it. Because the body does not really care for that. Actually, mono eating is the way that our body loves us the best. Because think way back, I know a lot of you, I've talked to a lot of you, way back Neanderthal days, when we would get up, we would head out, we would not sit there and grab apples and grab nuts and grab this and grab that and put it all in a bag and then say, okay, dinner's at 6, and then we sit down and we eat all of that. No. We would head up to, the almond trees, like, okay, we're going to eat some almonds. Then we would take off and, we'd hit an orange tree. Okay, then we're going to eat some oranges. We never combined a whole bunch of food. So that's number one. But in the real world, when you're actually eating, forget about juicing for a minute, when you're actually eating, you should never, ever, ever combine fruits and vegetables. Ever. Because there's a lot of reasons. When you're chewing, it's no different than when you're drinking. You should not be combining fruits and vegetables in your juicer. And I know you're sitting there going, Marie, wait a minute, here comes my thumbs down. Everybody says grab kale, vegetable, grapes, fruit, cucumber, vegetable, Granny Smith apple, fruit. Throw them in a juicer, and that's, no. This is where everybody is so mistaken out there. And I'm going to tell you why. Fruits have more sugar than vegetables, okay? So vegetables cannot be digested properly. They stay in the stomach while the fruit ferments and produces more toxins, causing diseases, stomach pains, infections, diarrhea, and you got it, the good old headaches. Okay, I cringe when I go even to like the vegan restaurants. I see all these people and they they have these beautiful salads, right? And then they have their meal, and then they go to the dessert bar and they get all this fruit thinking they're doing something really good, and then they put watermelon and grapes and everything, and that's what they have for dessert. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even want to be in the car with them on the way home. You know that all that food that they put in beforehand and all those vegetables and everything else, they're going to pop in that fruit afterwards, and all that sugar, and that fruit is going to try to get through that traffic jam, and all that stuff is clogging up because it's not digesting as fast. The fruit wants to go faster. It's got more sugar, and all of a sudden, the next thing you know, you've got all this gas and bloating and everything else. I even, back when I first started all this, I even read an article where a man had actually done this at a buffet. And on the way home, he got stopped by the cops, and they thought he was drunk, and they actually gave him a breathalyzer, and he failed. And the reason had been there was so much fermentation and so much sugar. Now, I can't attest for the story or know if it's true. I mean, that's what I just heard. And after that was when I switched my whole way of eating. That way, I didn't want to do that anymore. Okay, so that's number one. So you sit there and you go, yeah, the juices gave me diarrhea, or the juices gave me horrible toxic headaches. Well, now you know why that's happening. Okay, so the second reason that you should not mix fruits and vegetables in your juicer is because the stomach uses different enzymes for digesting fruits and digesting vegetables. I mean, the stomach's kind of, remember last video I told you about the coin machine? It knows which ones to sort out. Okay, you're putting too much in. Okay, when fruit is eaten, it should typically be eaten alone. I always eat my fruit alone, especially during the summer. I won't, especially melons. You want to keep your melons by themselves. And it should always be eaten on an empty stomach because you don't want it backed up, because it always digests faster than other foods. Okay, but when mixing fruits and vegetables together, it all takes a different time to digest, which again will cause gas. And this will also happen with the juice. It's not just eating it, it's also when you're doing the juicing. Vegetables have more protein, more iron, calcium, antioxidants, complex B vitamins, and load of other vitamins and minerals that most pieces of fruit do not have. So it takes them longer to digest, even though it seems like, oh, you know, vegetables are really thin and light. No, it actually, because of the proteins and all the vitamins and stuff, it does take them longer than the actual fruit. Fruit has a tendency to have more acid in it. So it literally breaks down, this is really important here, okay? It literally breaks down the nutritional value of vegetables, hence the gas. You're basically creating some sort of experiment in your stomach that you did back in kindergarten. So you're actually getting less nutrients from the vegetables if you mix them with the fruit. So here's what ends up happening. I have a lot of people that say, well, I'm B12 deficient. I'm B12 deficient. I'm like, that's funny because I've been vegan, vegetarian vegan for like the last 7 years, and my B12 is awesome. But what they're doing is they're mixing their fruits in with their vegetables. They're breaking down those B vitamins. They're not getting that B12 because they're doing it wrong. But the problem is, if you go to get these green juices that they sell over the counter or whatever, they're loaded with fruit because that's what people want. People want the sweetness. They don't want a green juice. But if you're trying to heal people, forget the sugar. You're trying to cut the sugar. The sugar feeds the cancer. The sugar feeds the parasites. The sugar feeds the crappy cells in your body. You do not want to be adding sugar in there. So to me, my rule of thumb is blend the fruit, juice the vegetables. I like to drink my juices green because that's what's healthy. You're not doing it. Now you're trying to get healthy and you're trying to get better because you're trying to get nutrients into your body. You got to get past it's got to be good here. What you want it to be good here, because that's what you're trying to heal is this. You're not trying to heal your mouth. You're trying to heal your stomach. So you got to remember that. Okay, so after a while, you have all these people, they go, oh, I have B12 deficiency. Well, of course you do, because you just killed all your B12 putting all those fruits inside with your vegetables. So there's vegans, I've known vegetarians and vegans that have been that way for 15, 20 years. They don't have a B12 deficiency, and that's why. But the good news, I know you're all going, well, boo, this sucks. There goes all my good vegetable juice. Okay, so here's the good news. The good news is that when you're juicing vegetables, apples are okay to mix in, because there's 3 exceptions to that rule. Apples is a fruit and a vegetable. It's both. So did you know that? I didn't know that for a long time. An apple is a fruit and a vegetable. So you can actually incorporate that into your juices and you're good to go. Bananas. If you're going to blend it in your in your blender, you can put in bananas, because bananas is both a fruit and an herb. So you can use bananas. And carrots, because carrot is a root and a vegetable. Those are the 3 exceptions to the rules: apples, bananas, and carrots. Those you can mix. Now, personally, I've gotten to the point where my juice is carrot. Every morning I take 2 carrots, 2 organic carrots, put them through my juicer, and I drink that. And I'm going to tell you why. Gerson was on top of his game even back in 1950. It has excellent stuff for your eyes, has excellent stuff to detoxify your liver, and the female hormones, estrogen, have a tendency of when the liver is not working correctly, that estrogen will start building up in the liver. And this happens for men too. And what ends up happening is it starts trying to dump it in the bile. So by drinking the carrot juice, and you know, when that's not working correctly, you have thyroid issues. So if you are a thyroid person, oh my God, you should be drinking carrot juice every morning. So, you know, that is huge because that estrogen dominance does not happen and it does not build up in your system. So that means that your thyroid will continue working correctly. And if your thyroid is working correctly, your adrenals are going to be working correctly. You're not going to get that dizziness. You're not going to get all that. So to me, I've narrowed it down to where carrot juice is my number 1, or celery. That's it. That's the only juices I drink anymore. So I do 2 carrots a day, or I do celery juice, because celery juice will actually help build up your hydrochloric acid in your stomach. Thank you, Homer, for letting me know that way back. And that has improved my hydrochloric acid in my stomach, which is what breaks down all your foods and all that, and the meats and everything else that you need. So, you know, those are my 2 juices. Now, the carrot, I drink alone. Maybe I'll add a little bit of water. I'll do 2 carrots with a little bit of water down. You might get some pain in your liver because it's pulling out that stuff out of your liver. And I'll do the celery juice. I'll add a little bit of water and a tiny little bit of lemon and drink that down. Great. My grandkids love it. Even my 1-year-old, she drinks it like it's going out of style. She loves the carrot juice. She loves the celery juice. 2 of the best juices that you can put in your body. Forget about mixing all that other crap and junk and all that worrying about combining and is this going to give me gas and blah, blah. Now, one other thing I do want to mention about juices that's very important. If you choose to do a lot of juicing, like I only do 1 juice a day, and it's usually only 4 ounces. That's it. I do my carrot or my celery. If you choose to do 32 ounces of juice into your body, you have to remember something. When you're pumping that much juice into your system, especially if you're a kidney patient, you have kidney issues, or you have liver issues, the minute you pump that juice into your stomach, in 4 hours, your liver is going to say, ooh, all these antioxidants, I'm going to dump all these toxins out into the colon. So all of a sudden, the liver is going to dump all these toxins into your colon, and you're going to be walking around going, oh my God, this is the worst headache ever. I can't stand this headache. Because in 4 hours, you should be on that floor doing an enema and getting all those toxins out of your colon. So if you're wanting to pump in 32 ounces worth of juice, you also got to be willing to get on that floor and get those toxins out of your colon within 4 hours, because those toxins are overburdening your kidneys and it's giving you headaches because of all those toxins. And guess what? If you don't get on the floor, get those toxins out of your colon with an enema, they're just going to reabsorb right back into your liver, and you did jack with those juices. All right, so I hope that I have brought you more intelligence. You know, I'm not doing as many videos anymore, but I am taking my time to bring you better quality videos with better information. I'm just not the type of person that's ever felt like putting out garbage. Whether it's my products or anything. I just do not believe in giving someone else garbage. I want to bring you the best. And, you know, if it takes me a month to come up with quality videos, I'd rather do that. I don't want to just throw videos out there just to throw them out there to say, hey, look, this is what's going on. So, plus, like I said, have a lot on my plate. So, and the holidays are coming up. So, I want to hit two more things very, very quickly. I know this video has run on forever. Number one, I cannot begin to thank everyone who has sent me gifts. Thank you. It's products. I love products. I love trying new products. I'm going to give out a few shout outs in my next video, because there's a relaxation tea that I received. You know what? As a matter of fact, hang on one second. I'm going to give her a shout out right now because she was nice enough to do this for me. So I think she should get some acknowledgement before the holidays. Hang on one second for me. Okay, so I want to thank PPA Magic, PPA Magic. They're on Amazon, and they have this relaxing, see if you can see that, relaxing sleep tea, and she was actually nice enough to send me it for Christmas, and I love it. Love it. I love the taste of it. I love how smooth it is. I love how relaxing it made me. I love it. And it's actually, the ingredients are all natural: chamomile, saffron, licorice, ginger root, fennel, rosebud, spearmint, rose hips, lemongrass, tulsi. Great for the adrenals. Love it. And it's so relaxing. I can't even tell you. So if you guys want to go check her out on, they're now on Amazon, and it's called Cuppa, CUPPA Magic, MAGIC, and they have teas. So you might want to give them a try. And also there's a few other products that I received that I have not had a chance to try yet from some customers and some followers and stuff like that. So I want to give those shout outs after the holidays, because more than likely I'm not probably going to be back here until after the holidays. So I hope you guys have a beautiful holiday season. I hope you have a very blessed Christmas. And one last thing before I go. As of December 25th, I will no longer, I'm so sorry, but I will no longer be answering health questions through my email. I'm going to actually have someone that's going to be running my email. I'm just overloaded. I have over 100 emails a day. I just can't keep up. And I'm constantly ignoring my family because I'm in my phone, and I'm answering emails from 5 o'clock in the morning till midnight. And finally, my granddaughter the other day sat me down and said, "Grandma, all you ever do is work. You never get a day off, and you never have time for us." And that was enough for me. So I was like, okay, something to do. So, I hate to do it, but I just can't. And there's so many people that I'm doing consultations with, email consultations and phone consultations, and those people are getting a little upset because they're like, wait a minute, you're helping them? I paid for mine. So it's getting, I don't know, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, guys, because I really like you. But so here's the deal. Right here on YouTube, on the main page, there's a little hourglass thing. It's a little search bar. So if you need to find out about parasites, push in parasites, push in kidney, push in liver, and it'll give you all my liver videos, all my kidney videos, everything. So you have all that information at your disposal, because I've done so many free videos on this stuff. If you do not find the video that you're looking for on the subject that you're looking for, then email me, and the person who's now taking care of my emails will send you to a video that has that information. Or you can connect with me on Instagram. I give tons of free information every day. I post on Instagram, free stuff on there, stuff that you can do. On Facebook, I have a fan page, a Place to Heal fan page. You can go there every day. I post information that's healthy for you. So you're getting free information from all over the place. That way you can keep up with me, and you can, get stuff that will help you. And I can do it that way. Check out my book, Healing the Kidneys 101, if you're a kidney person. I'm hoping to bring out another detox book soon. Maybe. So, all right, that's it. I've yapped enough. So I love you guys. Please Have a blessed, wonderful, healthy, happy Christmas. Till next time. Love you guys. Bye.